Hello everyone. Today we're going to be installing the ZKTeco body temperature detection. The software download will be here on the ZKTeco USA software downloads page. The one you're going to want is the one highlighted in red here, so you can click there to download and you can save this file. As the software downloads, you're going to want to note the IP address of your machine, so you can go to your command prompt and type in ipconfig. And then we'll need this for the reader, so that way we can program the server IP address, so that way the devices can talk back to the machine. Next, we're going to grab this out of our downloads file and extract it. Choose where you'd like this to be installed. I'm going to create a new folder called ZKT and go on into this folder. I'm going to extract it all here. So it's going to extract and it'll begin our installation. In the meantime, you can configure your reader. The default port is going to be 8088. So you can go over to the reader and log into the menu. And then you're going to go to COM. And then from comms, you're going to go to Cloud Server. And you're going to put that information here for your server. Alright, once that's done, we're going to navigate into that folder. Click on the setup. This will begin the setup. It's going to run through a test here. Make sure everything is compatible. Now it says antivirus software test error. I have not had an issue installing this and getting it to work with my antivirus active. Results may vary. If you are having issues and nothing is connecting, it may be along those lines, but for now we can just click ignore. This will begin the installation. Accept the agreement. Here are your ports. Port 8098 is going to be your port for your web access into the software. 8088 is going to be for the communications with the device. And then keep this checkbox on to add the communication exceptions for the firewall. This will go over the installation path. I'm going to change this. Put that in my G drive. Next, you can either keep the default database or you can pair up an existing instance if you have one. For now, I'm going to keep the default. Here's your backup path. It automatically creates backups. If you have a desired folder, you can change that here. On this page, this is going to be your packages that come installed. The one you're going to want to add to this is temperature management. We'll click next. And then after this is going to install. And once it's done installing, you'll be required to do a system restart. Alright, during the system restart, I went and configured my readers. I put in this address under the cloud service settings. And I changed the port to 8088. And on the desktop, you'll notice the new desktop icon. This will load this in as the local host. If you want the local host to work, you'll have to go into your folder where you installed the system. So mine's under BioSecurity. Then you'll have to go into the tray here and activate the system tray. Alright, and then you can see that this is running here. This is the application in Task Manager. You can see it's running the most memory. That is what's most resource intensive on. And to access this, you can either click on this if you've started the local host, or you can proceed to the IP address with the :8098. The default credentials are admin. And it's going to prompt you for a password change. And then I'll log you in and you're at your main screen here. From the main screen, the first thing you're going to want to do is add in the readers. So we're going to come over here to the door icon. And this is under the access control portion. So you're going to be on the device tab. And you're going to go search device. And now since I configured the readers already, it should come up right when I hit the search. And there's my device. So you'll click add. Now if you did not find anything, then most likely there's a configuration error or there's something blocking the communication across the network. So I'm going to change this device name to test. I'm going to leave these the same. You can configure these later on once you get the rest of the software defined on how you want to run it. So now if I refresh this, my device is now listed under here and it's online. From here we can configure the reader, we can transfer users, and I will do that now. So I will grab the users. And to do that, you're going to view and get device info. So you have these options here. Personnel information will be where you get the users. You want to start with the personnel information first. And then once you have the personnel information, you'll be able to grab the rest of their information. And this will grab it from all the readers across on your network that you have checked. So while this loads up, it shows we got one record. So I'll close that. And I know that I did set up the face option as well, so I will grab that. So now I can verify that by going to the users tab, and I have my test user pulled in with one facial recognition in. And now you've added in your first user and you're ready to move on. So if you have multiple devices across your network, you might want to set this all up through the software itself. You can select all your readers if you had up to 10 on this one license. So you can go to device control and you can use the synchronize all data to all devices for any changes you make throughout this process. So you can set up, so most likely we'll be setting up the temperature and mass detection. So we can change the settings here as desired. And I'm going to keep all these the same for now. Now for the real-time monitoring, this is where users scanning in at the readers will come across. It'll categorize them whether they're no mask, normal, or abnormal. Now you will have to configure the parameters for in here as well. So as you see here, it's configured for 37 Celsius. So I'm going to change this to match my readers. And if you don't do this, then it will categorize them wrong, even though the reader reads them incorrectly. And then you'll just press the OK down here. And you can log into this software from any computer on your network. They will just have to go to this IP address here. And you can set them up with through additional users. Over here in the settings tab, you'll go to settings, users, and then you can create a new user. For the real-time monitoring, you can have the option to broadcast pictures or not. That'll be done in the reader itself under System and Access Control. And then you'll see the camera modes at the top. Now if you don't have pictures enabled, it will just come across as a blank screen here with the user's name and their identification number, as well as the time and their temperature. Since I did not have a mask on and I have mask detection enabled, I got put down here in the no mask section. Now if I did have a mask on and it verified me, I'll be over here in the normal records. So under here on the temperature raw record, it'll just come across as the record that they were input as, their name, personnel ID, where they were at, their temperature, and then there's the option for the photo. Now that we've got our device configured and communicating as well as our parameters set, we can go through the rest of the system and get it the way we want it. So we can add new users through here, put in the ID you would like, their department, if you've specified departments, their name, you can do a picture here, add an email. Now if you're integrating this with access control, this is where you put their card number. Choose their role and hit save. Now to send this out to the reader, you come back over to devices, and again you would select the device. Under devices, select device, device control, synchronize. And as you see, all of these are selected. As a final piece of the video, I'll show you the reporting functions. So you can go to any device and grab all the reports from that device, all transactions throughout the day or at a different time. So I'll do all transactions. You come in here, it shows them here, but if you want to export them, you can export that as an Excel spreadsheet, and that'll open that for you, and you can pull it up. That concludes our video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, and have a great day.